Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. So when we last left off, the Reapers invaded Earth, then we went through the most basic of basic tutorials for this game.
That's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person. Pretty average for Mars, actually. I'm glad you're so optimistic.
Yeah, we've got Reapers invading Earth, the station here is offline. A little dust storm seems like the least of our worries.
Fair enough.
And yeah, we ended up leaving Earth, originally planning to go to the Citadel to get help to fight the Reapers, but Hackett told us to head this way, so we're doing that. Because apparently something's going on at these laboratories here.
What's that?
What's what?
His alliance. Sergeant Reeves. Didn't put up a fight before he died.
Something's not right here.
Keep a low profile till we know what's going on.
Roger that.
So, when we left off, we had just landed here on Mars, and, well, the research station seems to have gone silent, which doesn't seem like a good thing. A little suspicious. So, with that said, well, first thing we're going to do here is actually change our weapon loadouts, because the game is thankfully nice enough to put one here, and also it's not as big a deal on the normal playthrough since I have DLC, and we're going to take advantage of that. Well, we're going to be equipping people with guns. I think everything we're doing here is DLC guns. Yep. Except maybe... No, okay, that's the N7 Eagle. Yeah, that is a DLC gun. Alright. So, now I got myself a shotgun. That's good.
Uh-huh.
You'd be so dismissive about saying okay there. I need to put some pellets in your brain. Anyway, so with our normal load-ups, we're going to be prepping everybody with cryo ammo, group cryo ammo, and the heck is that?
Holy shit. They're executing them.
If you hit V, by the way, you might have seen with the two previous sections there, that if you hold down on PC it's V, consoles it's something else, you can basically get a... It'll basically kind of zoom in on a thing you should be looking at. If you do that here, you briefly saw the V come up as a command. You actually get like a little cutscene that basically puts you right where we are, but you get a more close-up shot of them executing that poor guy. All right, so that being said, time to dissect an enemy grouping here. By taking advantage of the game's mechanics to the best that we can. Who's left standing? Okay, that guy. I can't really get to him very easily, though I could do this. Oh, hey, you were there. I didn't see you there. Okay. Everything seems to be dead there. So how about you, buddy? Crap, that didn't work. Alright. I don't think that worked either. You're getting a little too evasive here, buddy.
Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure look like it. Cerberus, what are they doing here on Mars? Good question.
You don't know?
I'm not with them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking.
It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit, convenient.
Yeah, fine, you're gonna be that way, be that way. Anyway, so you might have noticed a thing I was doing there. I kind of tried to show it off in the previous video, but Vanguards aren't very good at setting up and detonating their own combos, even when you do have ridiculously fast cooldown times. And yeah, that's power combos. That's kind of the big thing, along with increased speed and maneuverability in general in this game. You know what? Let's... That's probably the most beneficial one right now. But basically the way they work is that, well, you prime the enemy with some attack that has a lasting effect, and the lasting effects being biotic fields, so basically either something like Reeve there or Warp does the same thing, where they're just kind of in a constant or damage over time field, or of course things like Lift or Singularity, where they're, physics and floating and all that. And then, oh yeah, there's that. Fire, which we can do with Carnage here, and also cryo ammo if we shoot them enough time, or not cryo ammo, inferno ammo, fire ammo, whatever the heck it's called. Actually, what is it called? Incendiary ammo. If we use that enough times, it will also trigger them to be on fire. Ice, which we have cryoblast and cryo ammo to deal with, or to inflict that, and then last but not least electric, which right now we have overload that can inflict that. Once an enemy is primed, you then hit them with a detonator. For example, and this is one of the reasons Vanguards are a lot of fun, we have, as far as detonators, Shockwave, Biotic Charge, Nova, and our bonus talent here, Carnage, as well as he has Carnage, and I think Reeve can act as a detonator as well. I'm not quite sure about all of Kaiden's powers though. But yeah, once you do that, hit them with a detonator. There's a giant explosion based off of what type of ability the primer was. Electric ones will do giant electric blasts that will stun enemies and also do more damage to shields. Biotic ones have a giant wave of force that will also do bonus damage to biotic barriers and armor. Flames will have a giant fire explosion, which does more damage to armor. And cryo ones will do an explosion that does damage, and also will either freeze unprotected enemies or chill, which basically means slow down, and I think a reduction to armor for protected enemies. Also, I moved all this stuff out of here. Why didn't I minimize that? There we go. But yeah. And they are actually a very important mechanic, but I'll get to that in a moment when we'll have more time to play with them after this cutscene.
Shepard, I need a straight answer. Kaidan... Don't Kaidan me. This is business. Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that?
We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it.
There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They give you a ship. Resources.
Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I disabled the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. It's just that...
You of all people should know what I'm about, Kaidan. Please trust me.
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah. It was hard to leave like that.
Kaidan, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here? On Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I think your work here is a bit more important.
True enough. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
Sounds like this weapon might be our best chance to blow the Reapers to hell.
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers are...
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
I hear them. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us.
Alright, so first things first. Liara has just joined the squad, and she's pretty much the way she was in Lair of the Shadow Broker with Singularity, Stasis, and Warp. She does have an additional ability in the form of Warp Ammo, which is improved, which, considering that Warp Ammo is already a pretty good option, that's kind of amazing. But yeah, she has Warp Ammo, which is improved from the other one in the fact that it actually not only does better damage to health, armor, and barriers, but also reduces damage protection and does bonus damage to lifted targets. Yeah, more so the damage protection reduction is useful. But, to be honest, relying on squad mates for weapons damage isn't that great of a strategy, so we're not going to be dealing with it all that much. Mostly just going to be giving all of our allies weapons that have high fire rates so I can put cryo ammo on them to basically kind of have passive crowd control going on. After all, frozen enemies are good. I can combo detonate them, and also they aren't attacking me. Our passive skill, Pure Biotic, is largely focused, of course, health and shield bonuses like most of the passive skills we'll be seeing for squad mates, but also power recharge speed. Shit, I didn't want to do that. And that does all of them. Awesome. Oh, that's great. But yeah, we're of course going to be giving her as high of a power recharge speed bonus as we can get, just so her powers are very readily available. That being said, since all of her powers are best used as combo primers, we are going to not really be worrying about the damage of her powers, since really the only one she has that does damage is Warp, and okay, but I'll usually, if I'm going to be using her to warp an enemy, I'm going to be detonating it shortly after, so... Then again, I forget, is it damage or damage over time? No, it is damage, okay. So yeah, the damage bonus might be somewhat useful, but really, nah, not so much. Because yeah, basically, the enemies don't regenerate health, reduces their armor, doesn't tell you how much it reduces the armor, for about 10, or for at least at the beginning, 10 seconds, and then does decent damage. You can actually put the damage relatively high, but again, I mostly intend to use it as a primer for biotic combos. So,
Not a problem for someone
or use her to prime biotic combos. So having extra duration and all that isn't really that useful.
That's all of them. Good. Let's find a way up.
Alright, so yeah, we gotta find a way up. Obvious answer, there's an elevator here.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Never go for the obvious answer. However, there's a med kit here, which med kits are good to pick up when you don't, actually just in general, they are far more useful due to the way that health is done. I think I mentioned in the previous video, you have your shields will always regenerate to full, but health will only regenerate to the, you know, full of whatever segment you're in. So, you know, if I lose 2.5 segments of health, when the health regenerates, I'll only go up to a full, a 3 segments full. So yeah. Medikits are a lot more useful in this than they were in the previous game,
1 minute we were getting reports of
as they're not just like, you know, last minute healing. That, and they don't actually have a cooldown, so there's that too. But even if you are full,
Doubtful, but I suppose anything's possible.
if you're actually full when you pick them up, rather than in Mass Effect 2 where you get extra money, in this one you get experience points, which are a lot more useful. Yeah, there's the elevator that's broken. So, you know, you want to get in on that. Also, new thing you can do in combat. Quick kills. Hitting an enemy that is, or using a heavy melee while you're in cover against an enemy on the opposite side of cover will result in an instant kill. So, that's the thing you want to get in on. Alright. 2 other guys here. By the way, Vanguards have awesome melee, even just from the fact that they have an extra melee option that other classes don't, in the form of a sort of weakened version of the Shield Nova. I can't remember ability names apparently.
To the pedway, controls should be nearby.
Yep, we'll get to that in a moment. First things first, look at every datapad in this game. Since in this game, datapads and other random investigatables tend to give experience points or a new gun or piece of armor or weapon mod, whatever. We'll get into weapon mods in a bit. You do want to look at them. Plus, they can be kind of amusing. This one's okay. And then as that, other things to look for. Pieces of armor, such as these
Security's been tampered.
RIK technology gauntlets. And of course, experience to be gained from picking up medkits. And weapons, which gives us a chance to change out her loadout. But yeah, we're going to be focusing, I think I already said it, on high fire rate weapons that I can then apply cryo ammo to.
Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
Alright, looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
So yeah. What was I talking about? But yeah, you want to look around at everything in this one, far more than in the second game and the first game as well. Then again, the first game mostly you'd find weapons, which kind of became irrelevant after a while. And not even a very long while.
That storm's getting close. What the hell?
Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
And that's where we're headed.
Alright. I guess we should head for that security checkpoint.
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that, James. Repeat. Damn it! That storm's going to be in here very soon. Yeah, I think it's already here.
I don't understand why she was having trouble understanding James. He was asking what our position is. Or he was asking what our position is.
This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced open.
No, you have to override security protocols.
Oh, that's
Someone vented the air from
disconcerting.
this room while they were still here.
Looks like they died trying to claw their way out.
This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Oh, someone wasn't a big fan of Dr. Ava there. More experience points for me to help me in my path to become a better badass and save the galaxy.
Flashlights.
There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next room.
Oh, hey, I killed that guy. Cool. Alright. And let's... Is anything left alive? Holy crap, both of you are left alive. How'd that happen? That was clearly a mistake. Oh, okay, well, you're not alive anymore, so not as much of a mistake as I thought it was. So yeah, power combos are kind of important. They actually, as you get to higher difficulty levels, become more important, mostly because of the fact that they actually scale up at the same speed, their damage actually scales up at the same speed as enemy health. So, whereas all of your other abilities become comparatively weaker due to the fact that enemies take more punishment, power combos stay, well, back to about the same comparative to enemy health, and thus become more powerful than your base abilities. So you kind of want to take advantage of those, especially on higher difficulty levels. Plus, they're just damn fun, or at least as a Vanguard, where you're going to be right in the middle of the explosions as everything's going off, so that's cool.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
Guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Come on, Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
Do or die isn't much of a choice. So I just keep doing whatever it takes.
So practical, but I suppose you're right.
We'll stop them. One way or another.
I wish I had your confidence. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
I just love how Kai just standing there completely still. Oh hey, we got another level up earlier. Because yeah, this game, not like the second game, but more in vain with the first game, though it's still the way that experience is doled out is a bit different. It actually gives you experience, well, as you see with picking up med kits, but also just in general throughout, and you can actually level up mid-mission. It's okay to do that. It'll be more important once we hit level 40, as this game actually works a little bit differently from the other two, where leveling up, as you hit higher levels, you get less points. It's once you hit, I believe, level 30 or 40, you start getting more skill points per level up than you would at lower levels, which is good because with the higher skill costs for your abilities, more skill points is kind of necessary. That said, there's not much for us to do here. We can get one of these. Power damage bonus or power duration bonus versus let's see, recharge speed of biotic charge by 200% after an enemy is killed by heavy melee. That would put us right now at 2 seconds for biotic charge to cool down approximately, before factoring in our weapon, which I think, what, we're at 100 plus 150%. So we're already at 2 seconds. That'll bring it down to, yeah, no, I don't really need the extra melee damage. Actually, I'm going to think on it for a bit. But here, the bonus to power damage and, well, not so much duration and force, but power damage is definitely much appreciated here, so we're going to go with that. Because that means that we hurt things more when we hit them with our powers, which is a useful thing, and I'm walking the wrong way. That's great. Let's see. Yeah, sure, that's a great use of corporate email call. I mean, admittedly, telling people, hey, shape up, get some real sleep, and don't overwork yourselves and make yourself sick, but, you don't want to, when you're using the company's email, call people stupid head. They seem like something they'd probably frown on, and they can read your emails. Then again, everybody's dead, and that's kind of where this email was right before that, but still, come on, man. Or, I don't know. I didn't even see the name of the person who did that. Alright, so, as I mentioned, there are weapon mods in this game. They actually work, I think, a bit better than they did in the first game, and of course are better in the second game where they were completely stripped out. In that, well, first of all, when you're using weapon mods, it actually changes the appearance of the gun, which is cool. But more importantly, they are much more not stupidly broken, so that's a cool thing. But yeah, we have right now only some mods for the SMGs. Ultralight materials, which reduces the weight of the gun, so you can equip it and still get a good weight bonus, and scope, which increases accuracy, but also for if you actually use it on your gun, it actually adds a scope when you scope in. I feel like there is a less awkward way to say that, but I can't think of it. That being said, let's see. Let's see where you're at with. Actually, no, we're not going to use the scope. There we go. Plus 78. And let's see. I have my shotgun right now. Damn! That seems like it has some punch. Okay. By the way, you can also, at modifying stations, change your weapon loadout. Not as much damage up front. But admittedly, guns for me are more of a mid-range option. Ooh, look at that. I got 200% recharge speed. Yep, I know what I'm doing. Alright. Let's move on, people. Let's see. Yeah, you got good weapons. Okay. Cryo ammo. Then put on my fire ammo, which, as if you couldn't tell, ammo powers actually don't have a cooldown timer on them. A slight change that really only makes a difference for squad mates, because they were the only ones in the first game due to their longer recharge times, where cooldowns of powers were kind of obnoxious, let's face it. Hey, new enemy type, Guardians. Well, okay, we've fought a couple of different enemies, but honestly what we fought in the tutorial mission I wasn't focusing on, because the way they are used in the tutorial mission doesn't really show them off. So, for the moment, we've been fighting generic Cerberus grunts so far this mission, but Now we have Guardians, which are basically Cerberus grunts with a shield. They're fairly easy to deal with. Remove the shield. And prime. And detonate. Rinse. Repeat. And don't forget this. Get all the experience you can. As we get to read this Visa Haikal Tikla blah blah. My tongue hurts. I don't know that name. Fan something gendering. I cannot tell. Would that be a male or female name? I don't even know what culture that name would come from. Sounds Middle Eastern, maybe? Maybe African? I don't know. Anyway, point is, fan going over Liara. So, that's cool. It's also worth 75 experience points, so much appreciated. Or, appreciated, I know much. That's not a lot of experience. Okay, so you're there. All right. All right, let's blow things up. We're good at that. I meant to take cover, not dodge roll, but whatever. Alright, and by the way, Centurions, another new enemy type. They basically are basic Cerberus grunts with a little bit better firepower, and they have shields, so they're a bit harder to take down. By the way, one thing to be aware of with Guardians. If the AI, which this really only applies to Liara, but uses Singularity on the Guardian, it will remove their shield. Otherwise, Singularity does not remove their shields. You pretty much have to rely on pull, or... get away from that grenade. Okay, that wasn't a good plan. By the way, you can also shoot through that little peephole. I am not using a gun that's well designed for that, so it's not really going to happen. No, it kind of doesn't matter because now they're dead. I think he's floating? Let's see. Yep, he's floating. Cool. All right. Good job, team. Good job. I think there's still some more guys back here, though. And of course they sealed the door behind them. Of course they did. Oh, hey, you're still here. The heck? I thought you were dead. I mean, now you are, but I thought you were dead earlier than you were.
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's a good thing. And there we go. That when the radius is at the largest, because you cannot walk through these holographic orange walls.
This is where they studied the various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
You should probably study those. But yeah, you want to make sure that you can get to as much of this room as possible when you turn those off. Because there's weapon mod, medkit, which since we aren't at full health we'll use and then pick up to get a mixture. Because since most medkits give you multiple uses of first aid, if you aren't at full but have but the medkit will put you over full. You'll get medkit and experience, or you'll get extra charges and experience. Yeah, so the Protheans were studying us. That's cool, I think? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't feel like that's the word I'm looking for, but I can't think of another one to use here. So yeah, we predictably have to go through this door. You can't go through the other door. I don't even think you can line up the decontamination barriers to do it, but yeah.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
I think there might be something we can pick up here. And apparently I'm wrong. Oh, that's great. Okay, whatever. Going on with our mission then.
Heads up!
That's an understatement.
I take it that's the only way in.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you.
So yes, one of the most important mechanics for characters that aren't playing Vanguard, at least. I mean, if you're Vanguard, you don't spend a lot of time in cover. But yes, quickly moving between cover.
Watch it.
If you hit spacebar and a button when you're in cover, I think it only works with forward, W, and if you're on PC, obviously, you can sprint out of cover towards whatever you're looking at.
Keep moving.
Ow. And you can also roll between cover by pressing either left or right and then the dodge, move, whatever it's called button. You can also go around corners. On PC this is, I wouldn't say too awkwardly compared to I've been playing Andromeda, where you have to use your jetpack dodge with the little mouse button. So, you know, just tapping it when you're in very particular circumstances to go between cover isn't quite as obnoxious.
Turret can't fire on us from here.
So I'm glad for that. So, if you couldn't hear, there are bad guys here. By the way, I don't know if it's intentionally designed this way, but this combat map actually does a halfway decent job of reinforcing the whole moving between cover lesson we just had about 5 seconds ago. So, yay for a halfway decent tutorial design. Concentration module. That's a good if you're going to use sniper rifles. A good choice. Gives a damage bonus and also increases the time dilation that you can get with sniper rifles. So, good one to have. That's cool, I guess. Oh hey, more medkit. By the way, if you couldn't figure it out, the conversion rate when you pick up extra medkits is 100 experience per what that would give you. So that would have given us 2 medkits if we weren't at full charges already, or some combination of experience and medkits equaling that.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one! And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And I doubt they'll just send us a tram.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not if we can find a short-range communicator, helmet to helmet.
And?
And we convince them that we're on their side. Tell them the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Major has become very capable.
That he has.
Shepard, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... My God. It looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. They've definitely done something to him.
And by they, you mean Cerberus? They did this to their own guy? Is this what they did to you?
How can you compare me to him?
Shepard, I don't know what you are, or who. Not since Cerberus rebuilt you. For all I know, you could be their puppet, controlled by the elusive man himself.
Caden.
Don't try and explain it. I don't think I'd understand anyway. I just want to know, is the person that I followed to hell and back, the person that I loved, are you still in there? Somewhere?
They didn't change me, Caden. Or how I feel about you. But words won't convince you, will they?
Probably not.
I didn't think so. You were always stubborn.
Me?
Come on, let's see what Cerberus is up to. Maybe we'll both get some answers. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
They didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Major.
And now for our tutorial on how to order squad mates. Like the first game, Q and E. The game actually will not let you move until you order the squad mates to go. All right.
Here they come.
All right, we have a Centurion and a Guardian. I think I've got a solid plan here. Where's the Centurion? There. Okay, fine. Hi, buddy. God, there's something delightful about clearing out an enemy group with, you know, precise use of powers and the biotic explosions and or the power combos, whatever. I keep wanting to call them biotic explosions for some reason, though that is one category of power combos, so I'm not necessarily incorrect sometimes. But yeah, those things are awesome.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of angry Cerberus troops.
All right. Let's see if this will work out. And if not, well, hey, yeah, I tried. Power combos are awesome. Everybody? Oh, apparently not. Hi, buddy.
Damn, they really didn't want us getting in here.
Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
Or at least what they think the value is. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's useful, it's valuable data, but you know, they could think it's really important too, and we could all be wrong. Just saying. Alright, so, more enemies. Who's surprised by this? I certainly am not. And then we'll... By the way, something, and it was in the first game, and I don't think I mentioned, or not first game, the second game, and I don't think I mentioned it in there. With projectile-based powers, you can actually arc shots if you aim slightly off from the targeting reticle for the enemy, such as doing this. But didn't quite trigger the power combo I was expecting. Go figure. Oh hey, hi buddy. Let's see. Aha! I see a Centurion. You know what we do to Centurions? Electrocute them, charge them, and then melee them. Oh shit. Alright. Oh, damn it. Oh, there we go. If you don't mind, Kaiden. I don't remember what the range is on it. Oh, hey. So it does work with Nova. The more barriers you have, the more intense the blast. I wasn't quite sure if it worked that way or not. Okay, where are the bad guys at? Alright, good times, good times. New assault rifle. This is actually a very important thing to do if you have any of the DLC weapons. Because the next segment, the pistol you have equipped is going to affect whether you can actually complete this mission. Probably I haven't been using pistols. There's actually a pistol I have right now that I really do like and I want to use. But, yeah. Not going to use it. The Vindicator better than this. Better fire rate, but the other one has more damage, and it mentions grenades, but I don't know if it actually has splash damage. I'm gonna have to play with that later. So let's. Unfortunately, since it's not a modding table, we can't change weapon mods. But yeah, so I'm keeping with the Blood Pack Punisher, which admittedly I am enjoying using this thing. So that's not like, oh, I'm being forced to use a weapon I don't like because the game is stupid. But I'm not really sure where I was going with that actually. Let's just get on with the story here.
Caden?
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
Anyone can destroy, but great civilizations do more. You know that. It's why you kept the Collector base intact.
I gave you that base to find a way to stop the Reapers. You failed.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
You brought me back because you knew what I could do. I can defeat them.
Doubtful. The odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose. In that, you were successful.
But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara?
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it! How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey, step away from the console. Now. She's got the data.
She's faster than she looks. Stay close. We can't lose her.
So, we now have to chase Dr. Ava. She does have a shield's health gauge there, but you can't deplete it. I said use security controls.
There she is.
And you can't kill her. You have to chase her. It's an interesting little sequence, I suppose, but there's not a lot mechanically going on. This kind of shows that you can run limitlessly. But yeah, anytime you start to get close to her, she will get some like rubber band AI bullshit speed boost and
James, you read me?
get ahead of you.
Cerberus has the data. Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now.
Now I'm not quite sure if you can get like a game over state if you let her get too far away, but we're almost done with this segment here, so I think we are done with the segment here. Yep.
She's getting away. Damn it. James! Normandy! Anybody!
I got this one.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data. Let him go.
Orders?
Dispose of him.
So yeah. The way this segment works, the heavy pistol you're using... I'll explain in a moment.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
So yeah, if you're using anything, or the pistol you're using there will be used in that sequence. And if it's the wrong pistol, you can't complete it.
Kaidan needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Kaidan. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up? I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Kaidan's been hurt. We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Commander. EDI is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Caden?
I've done what I can for him, but we need to get him to a medical facility soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers, yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Caden. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking him?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard. Got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Adina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Adina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
All right. So, maybe at a map we can see the different areas. Currently, there's not a lot of places we can go. You can also see people that are in different parts of the areas. You know, for example, Udina is in his office. Of course he is. Where else would he be? Caden's in the inpatient wing at the hospital. And we have Dr. Chakwas as well as Dr. Michelle, I forget how it was. Garrus's friend from the first game. And yeah, so this is the Citadel. We'll be coming back here frequently. Also, no, we did not get a level up. Awesome. Okay. I feel like we should have gotten a level up after completing that mission. Yeah.
vid messages then.
So, briefly what I was talking about with that segment where we were shooting at Dr. Ava, it uses the gun, the heavy pistol you have equipped currently, or defaults to whatever that default weapon, same one we're using in the tutorial mission there at the beginning on Earth, if you don't have one equipped. With the base game, that's not a problem. With the DLC weapons, it becomes a problem because, well, the two DLC weapons that particularly can be problems, I think that might be all of them that you have right now, but the Blood Pack pistol there is basically a mini shotgun. You do a lot of damage, but because the way the damage is modulated in that scene, you don't have enough time. The slow rate of fire basically means you can't kill her before she gets over to you and gives you an instant game over. The other one, kind of looks like the Venom shotgun, which is another DLC weapon, so that doesn't really help the comparison much, but it's a charging weapon. So you have to hold a charge and then fire it off. I don't think you actually have enough time to do a full charge with that. So, again, you're going to end up losing if you have the wrong gun equipped. This is why I went to that whole mission with that heavy pistol. We're going to be messing around with equipment here in a bit, but, well, I think we'll leave exploring the Citadel for the next episode. So, tune in for that. Anyway, until next time, though, as always, later, folks.